All right, you guys, I've got another fun product that we're launching that I'm going to share with you today. And these are our new shading pens. So I know some of you probably had gotten our art pens a while back, and they're a little bit different from the art pens. So I just want to show you kind of really quickly. So the art pens, those had kind of that, that firm tip. They were more of an acrylic paint that was in there, and you could use it to draw and kind of do, stuff like that. The art pens, what these are, is it's a thinner viscosity of a art paint in there, and it's actually a brush, so it's just a very soft bristle, so you can just kind of release that paint onto the nail. Again, you're not going to be using it for, writing things. It's not a pen like that. It's more for doing kind of watercolor looks, ink kind of looks, things like that. And so I'm going to show you a couple of different fun designs that you can do with it and how they work. So what I've done is went ahead and just did 2 coats of our ManiQ White 101, that's our gel polish. And when I'm working with the shading pens, I like to work over a matte surface. So I'm gonna come in and top coat those with our ManiQ matte top coat. I find that working in that tacky surface, you don't get the flow that I like to have with marbling techniques with these shading pens. And I also find that if you don't work over that matte finish, then you tend to smear your design. So I always recommend doing that matte top coat before you do your shading designs. And we're gonna do a full 60-second cure on that. Okay, so that matte finish top coat is cured out. I'm just gonna cleanse off that sticky surface with our ManiQ Cleanse, just to remove that tacky surface. Okay, so the first design that I'm going to show you is probably one of my all-time favorite designs to do is marbling. I love to do marbling. Okay, so I'm going to start with a couple of different colors on my nail, and I'm just going to kind of randomly just kind of paint on that color. There's no real rhyme or reason to where I put it. A little bit of a bluish, kind of purplish. You can see it's already starting to blend. Now, I always keep a little wipe right by my station as I'm working. Sometimes when you touch the colors, it tends to get onto the brush, the one color will transfer. So I just kind of wipe it, either kind of wipe across, or I'll actually roll that brush across just to kind of get any of that color that may have come in contact with. So let's start with those two. Maybe we'll add in a little bit of yellow. Yellow is going to be a good color that'll mix in well. See how it kind of came together there a little bit? You're looking at this nail and you're like, I don't know about that, but here's where it gets fun. And this is also a good way to use maybe a brush that maybe got a little bit frayed, maybe is a little older of a brush. I wouldn't recommend using a brand new art brush for this, because what we're going to do is I'm going to use a little bit of our swipe to help kind of marble this and blend this out. So I'm just going to come in, pick up a little bit of the swipe, and then we'll kind of see how it goes. So you can kind of start to see, as soon as I tap that swipe on there, it's going to start to make that paint flow. I'm going to clean that out a little bit and just grab a little bit more of that swipe, and wherever you want your paint to flow, just kind of give it a little bit of a dab. I think I'm kind of liking how it's looking now. All right, and then I'm actually going to go ahead and do another layer of my matte top coat so that I can show you how, again, you can kind of layer in more colors. Now, when you're going to do that extra top coat, you really want to make sure that this first layer is nice and dry so that you don't smudge that. But a lot of times what I'll do is I'll just take a dry wipe, nothing on it, and I'll just give it just a little bit of a dab just to make sure that all of that paint is dry. So I'm going to go ahead and top coat again with that matte finish top coat. So this is going to seal in the first layer, and then we can go ahead and add in more layers or more colors. You kind of want to keep in mind what colors blend together. So say we're doing, let's go ahead and put that in the light. But say we were doing, like a pink and a green. Pink and green are going to come together more as brown. So if I had pink on the bottom layer and I do green on the top layer, they're not actually going to blend together, but I'm still going to get that marble look. So I'm going to still get that dimension without that color blending. And so again, I'm going to take a little bit of my ManiQ Cleanse on there, clean off that tacky surface, and then we can go into our other colors. So let's go ahead and add in a little bit of green and maybe a little bit more yellow too. again, we'll just go through, marble that in. Give it a little bit of that accent color. All right, I think I like how this is looking. So I'm gonna, again, make sure that it's nice and dry, and then I'm gonna just go through and top coat. I'm gonna do one coat of my Ultimate Finish top coat, and that's gonna seal this color in really pretty. Okay, so that was our first design. So our second design, I am gonna show you how to create kind of a floral design where you don't have to draw perfect petals, you don't have to make everything specific. It's just kind of a really pretty, again, watercolor design. So I'm gonna just start to kind of create kind of a petal shape. Now again, you guys, does that look like a flower? Not really. But we're gonna come back, add a little bit of other color. We got a little bit of a kind of a minty green in here. Let's go back to that blue that we had earlier. Let's add a little bit of that blue. Kind of that purple, I guess that is, not blue. All right, now here's where the fun comes in. So again, doesn't look like a whole lot. I'm gonna come back in with my swipe. Now, when you're working on, maybe patterns like this, something to keep in mind, I'm not gonna use as much of my swipe because I don't want this to blend a lot. I just want it to kind of soften the design. But then also, whatever direction you're kind of pushing your brush, that's the direction that color is going to flow. So if you want your color to go up towards the top of the nail, towards that cuticle area, you're going to apply your swipe in that direction. If you want your product to kind of flow towards the free edge, put your product on that way. So it'll make more sense when I show you here. So again, I'm going to just kind of tap that up to the cuticle area. So it's going to start to kind of blend up. I'm just going to kind of blend out that top edge. Just dab out my color just a little bit here. Pick up a little bit more of that swipe, not a lot, because I don't want it to blend out too much. Just kind of keep tapping. Get that to blend, get a little bit of texture to it. And I think that's gonna be good. Now again, it doesn't look like a whole lot, but now we're gonna come back in and add some accents to it and actually make it look like a flower. Okay, so I'm gonna come back in with our black overdrive from our Mission Control gel paints. All right, so I'm gonna work that into my liner brush. Now I'm gonna kind of come in and do just a little outline kind of around the base. And again, you guys are probably thinking that doesn't look like a flower. It's going to start to come together now. Outlining the base, and then I'm going to create almost a V kind of a shape, and this is going to be the stem of our flower. And I'm just going to gently feather the edge of that black. Again, just kind of creating a little bit of dimension. Okay. And then I'm going to take a little bit more of that and then create our stem. Okay, so at this point I like how this is looking, so I'm going to actually set this into place so I don't smudge anything, I don't smudge that black, and then I can move on to the rest of the design. Okay, so our first flower is set. I'm going to come in and do a couple of little accent flowers. So I'm going to take those same colors that we used up top, and I'm going to do just a couple of little buds for the side. So just a couple of tiny little petals. Again, just kind of dotting that product on there. I'm not even trying to draw any petals. I'm not trying to really draw much of anything. Let's come back with that purple. I kind of like that purple combination. Add a little bit of that in there. Just a tiny little bit of my swipe. So again, I'm going to come from the base of that petal so that it kind of flows up to the top. And again, just a little bit of swipe because I don't want this to flood and I don't want it to run a whole lot. Just enough to kind of blend it out. Okay, And again, you guys, it's funny because it doesn't really look like a whole lot. It's just kind of a little bit of a blob on there. But then once you add those accents, that is again where it starts to really look more like a flower. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to create just kind of that little base for my little bud here. And then just a little tiny little bit of texture. And then we'll connect that to our main stem. Okay, we'll do the same thing on the other side, creating that base, and then connect it to our stem. Okay, we'll go ahead and cure this and then we'll top coat. I'm going to again do 1 coat of our ultimate finish top coat to seal our design, and then we'll do a full 60-second cure on that top coat. Okay, so our 2 designs are done. They're fully cured. I'm going to go through and just do a few more designs just so you guys can kind of see some different colors that you're going to be having in these shading pens, and we'll show you the final look on that. Hope you guys enjoy the new products.
Subscribe the channel now. Subscribe the channel now. Subscribe the channel now. Subscribe to the channel